Well, how many students do you actually have that are living there on the property down in
We
Job
have a little over 400 students who live on center.
400?
Hmm.
Well, you know, we had that, I think it was a dormitory. You had a dedication here
Right. Hmm.
in 2009 of a new dormitory.
We have brand new dormitories.
Yeah, and
Open.
I had the pleasure of going out
That's
there,
right.
and I was amazed at the facility that you have there in Southeast Washington, and the fact that 400 students, that's quite a few students that's coming off the street that really were wondering, you know, as far as their careers were concerned, and Job Corps showed them the way.
That's right. And we've been very lucky. We've been very blessed to have a great support for additional spendings on the dormitories, for instance.
Got
and,
some of the stimulus money, right?
Stimulus money, some of the stimulus money.
Right.
But, you know, the students are extremely motivated now. They're staying in a very, very comfortable living arrangements.
Right.
They have a day full of school and other educational activities. And then in the evenings, we have a very solid, very good recreational program where students are involved with the museum visits, with the visits on in Washington, D.C. monuments, where we have the whole facility, recreational facility for the students where they have their own pool, the fitness center,
swimming pool
gymnasium.
Too. I didn't see the swimming pool.
You have to stop by later on. But yeah, we have a lot of, and on that topic, we have 5 or 6 different teams now. The sport teams, including basketball, football, softball, baseball, and you know all those activities are engaged with our students. So 400 students that we have. Total of count of our students is 480. But when you ask about how many are staying on center, it's a little over 400. The rest are the non-residents that we call. Those are the students who come every day to school on their own.
So what is the volume of non-residents?
That's approximately 60.
60.
50 to 60 students. Now, those are the students who cannot, for different reasons, stay on center. Some of the reasons is that they have children.
Right.
Now, for that, we have a daycare on center, where they bring their kids in the morning, they live at the daycare, and go to classes. And then when the
fantastic.
And when the classes are over, they pick them up, and go home. So every support they need, we have in the Job Corps. And with this program, we just wanted to outreach to the community and let them know that the Job Corps is ready for all the residents.
Right.
Surprisingly, lately we have a lot of students who come to us who already have the high school degree, even some college.
Right.
They come to a Job Corps to get additional training, get the vocational skill, and then the fact that we place them to careers plays a huge role because, you know, with
see, I think that's very vital because, like you say, many of them are not aware of the requirements of certain positions and what they have to do, the requirements. They have to know how to get the requirements. Now, with the education like it is, cost of education to the colleges, you work hand in hand with the various colleges in the area.
Yes, we
just
do.
like the community college. I mentioned the community college because they're more affordable to youngsters that don't have the funds, you know, because $40,000 at University of Maryland, my God, you know.
It's extremely expensive.
It's extremely expensive. But I think the community colleges are doing a tremendous job, too. They're working closely with your organization.
Very closely. And as a matter of fact, we recently developed the college program on center, where we providing the college education for those who are interested in continued education. To qualify for the program, they have to be at least 80% complete with the Job Corps program. And then they can...
when you say 80%?
Complete with they have to have their high school degree.
Okay, that's a requirement.
That's the requirement.
Okay.
They have to at least receive their high school degree through the center, or come to the Job Corps with a high school degree already.
Okay. Great.
After that, they need to be at least 80% complete with the training, with the vocational trades, and then when they are in that current situation, we work with them closely to get them to the college, and then while they go into the college, they can stay on center as well.
Is that right? So they can stay. How long can they stay on center?
From the start of them coming to the center to get the trade, the vocational trade, they can stay up to 3 years if they are enrolled in the college. So we have a great partnership with the UDC. Now has a community college.
Right.
They recently opened the community college, and they call it CCDC, Community College of District of Columbia. So through that partnership, we have enrolled 4 students recently to start the college in January.
Right.
And they will start the college, they will stay on center. The transportation will be provided for them to go back and forth to the community. Right. And they will be staying up to 3 years.
So they can stay on center 3 years.
Up to 3 years.
Now, as far as getting positions, you all do a great job. You know, where are the jobs? You know, once you get an education, whether it's vocal or the academic, you have to go and compete on the job market.
That's true. That's true.
And see, you all provide that.
Now, what we provide besides the training on center is the internship. Right. And that's a very important part of the Job Corps, where we send the students to the internship throughout the nation.
All over the country. You know, we had one in community. Well, actually, it was communications. I think it was NBC and the various communication groups. They were offering paid internship, and you had to apply for it, and they had a phone number for paid internship. A lot of places have internship, but they don't pay. You see, but this was the communication industry, and they were looking for minorities and women to participate. And the idea is that once this was, whether you're majoring in tiddlywinks or you're majoring in communication or any type of major, you call that number, and the deadline was December 1st. I think I had that on the show for 2 months. At the end of each show, I gave them that number to call because internship generally are not paid, and that is a very positive thing because usually the youngsters, they either are trying to get on their own, they are on their own, and they have the basic expenses of living. And some of them, mom and pop been doing that for 16, 17, 18 years. You know, they don't know how to handle it. And I think Job Corps prepares them for that. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct. And by the time students leave the program, we want to have for them to have a solid resume.
And you help them with their resume, right? And that's so very important. A lot of people don't realize that. The way that your resume is written determines whether you get a job, because you're applying for something in a particular job, and you got to know how to emphasize your qualifications.
So the students, when we work with them on completing the resume, we also work on their interview skills. Where we
what was that?
On their interview skills, the job interview skills.
Yeah, interview skills. Oh yeah. I mean, don't go there with. First of all, the most important thing.
Dress to impress.
Right. You don't go.
I knew what you were gonna say.
Right. You don't go there with jeans on with.
That's right. That's right.
You know, that type of thing, and tennis shoes and all. You don't go to job that way.
And another important point is the work-based learning helps us to create the resume where the employer can see how extensive their training is. It's not only training on center, but they're going out and spend 6 to 8 weeks with the different employers.